Men are taught since they are young how to capture the attention of women they want. But women, they have so much abundance, they never learn, and when they learn, it's too late. And the funny thing is, if I was talking to a woman and I knew that she was going to be giving me an honest answer, I would say, "Oh, really? Let me point this out." But the funny thing is, you ask what men want about you, the men say, "I want this, I want this, I want this, I want this," and then you take a list out of your bag and say, "Yeah, you are wrong. You need to like this, and you need to like this, and I know a friend that likes this," and you go with small amounts of people. Like my friend, she was pregnant at 42, knowing that that's an exception and not the rule. We're talking about the rule, not the exception. I know that a lot of you guys will get married to a guy that is short, but most women don't want the guy that's short. I know that most women would say, "Oh, maybe I can consider a guy that doesn't have money," but if he has a bigger house instead of living with his mother, if he has a Ferrari instead of a Volkswagen, you'll find him more enticing. Even if you are not focusing on that, you are going to find him more enticing. So it's a little bit funny. And to give the ball to Daniela, I have several notes, but the first one is, you shouldn't look for a partner if your checklist makes the partner that you want better than you. If I'm taller than you, if I'm stronger than you, if I'm an emotional rock and you sometimes shake a little bit, if I'm better than you on paper, how are we going to be partners? Somebody has to lead and somebody has to follow. And following is not being submissive and being abusive. Following is supporting the guy that's usually stable. I usually give this an example. If you are in a company and you had two men, a stoic man that usually doesn't show his emotions and an emotional man, which one do you want it as a boss and giving directions? Usually wouldn't be the stoic man that has his shit together and is controlled. Women usually have lack of discipline on their emotions. They are very, very, very unstable when it comes to putting this stuff together and not letting their emotions cloud their judgment. They run very well when the motor of the car is cold, but when the temperature starts increasing, the discipline that they showed at work, the discipline that they showed at school with their partner is out the window. And I see a lot of women treating worse their partner than they treat their boss, their teacher, etc. So that's what I was going to say. And to finish, it's funny that most men that are independent don't care about the work of the woman. If she was like a cleaning lady, attractive, that treats the CEO of the bank really, really well, you'll say, "Oh, this lady, every time she smiles at me, she says, 'Oh, how are you, sir?' And you will marry her." But it's funny that independent and strong women are not looking for stay-at-home dads. It's very funny. You have the money now, you are independent, you could get a guy that's love you for you are and don't have any kind of resources, but still you want a guy that has the same or more than you. And that's the difference between you guys and I. We don't love the same and we don't like the same thing.
All right. So, Claudio, thank you so much. Ladies, before I pass it to Daniela, I want to give you guys a chance to respond. And Claudio, thank you for expressing your thoughts to this podcast. So, ladies, you guys got a chance to hear his opinions, and I always want to promote dialogue and discourse. So, any of you guys have anything to say and respond back to him?
If I could just pop in quick.
Oh, go ahead, Sage. Go ahead, Sage.
Yeah, of course. But just as he was saying, like, you don't want someone, like, you have your list, you have everything on your list, and you can't have people on your list that are better than you or more responsible than you or in any way, any meaning of the word better than you. It's the same way for men as well. Like, a lot of women, we have our own list, like, especially as CEOs, we're not going to want someone who is financially unstable because
Oh, shoot.
You muted us.
Oh, there you go. My bad. I was trying to mute myself because I was coughing. I accidentally muted you.
oh, you
My bad. Go ahead.
oh, you're good. I was so confused. I was like, oh, okay. But like, just, yeah, like you don't want someone, like you don't want to write a list of someone who is better than you in the same way as a man writing a list of a woman that is better than him in any like sense of the word. Like if you're a CEO and you're a woman and you are financially stable, why would you want someone? Because you can find someone who loves you and is financially stable as well. It's not like exceptions to certain things on your list. You can find someone who aligns with your list. Same with men. They want to find someone who aligns with their list. That's all freedom to them. Women, we want to find someone who aligns with our list as well.
No,
Can I respond just real quick?
Yeah, real quick, so I can move on. There you go. Go ahead, Claudia.
The thing is, your list is a supermarket list. Our list is she beautiful and is she teachable? I'm not even telling if she's teachable. And when I say teachable, it's like you women usually like a mind reader. If I'm on the shopping mall, right, and I see a cute dress and I buy it for him before you tell me and I give it to you, the message on your brain is so much better than if we are going to the mall and you said, that dress is really, really nice. Can you buy it for me? It's the same gesture, but because I knew that you liked it, the gesture becomes bigger. Men don't have that problem. If you don't know how to have sex with your man, if you don't know how to cook the things he likes, if you don't know how to clean the things he likes, if you don't know, the man says, do this like this, do this like this, and please do this like this. And if you do it, he is going to come here talking to Danielle and to Will and say, man, my woman is perfect. She didn't know what I wanted. I told her, and now she does everything I want. You see, that's the difference between man and woman. Women usually like to be led.
Yeah.
Men usually.
Claudio, if I can just
go ahead, lovely. Go ahead.
Just going by what Sage said, just continuing on that. I'm just circling back to your initial speech, Claudio. I think what you were saying initially, there were like few different things you were talking about. There are few different topics. You know, I mean, yes, they all come to partner, but there were a few different things you were talking about. What I gathered, there were layers of cultural expectations. There were stereotypes in there too. And what you just said right now, you know, if I understood it correctly, and please correct me if I did not, I have a tendency to zone out at times. I feel it's the same for men too. Like you use the word teachable, and I'm just trying to place it in the right sense. I think what you mean is like understandable, right? Like compassionate and who somebody understands you. If I'm just translating it correctly, you know. So I think it's the same for women too. You gave an example of the dress. I mean, that might have been like one incident, maybe with like 2% of total women. It may not be the case with everyone, you know. And circling back to what you were originally saying, there are a few different things that you're talking about. But one thing that keeps popping up is the financial status. I have been with somebody like I thought I had a financial potential, you know, spent years and years. It just went down the drain. So what I think is like most women want somebody who is willing to, like, even if it's not like very rich or driving a Ferrari, have a bigger house or whatever, who is willing to, you know, do his 100%. I know people say, let's meet. Huh?
I really understand what you're saying. Can I translate that for a language that men usually talk about? Let me say, I say this. Man, Will, I really don't want a fit woman. As long as she has ambition to go to the gym and then have a nice ass and tits a couple of years ago. Do you see? You guys do this with money. You don't say, I want a guy with money. You say, I want a guy that has the ability from 2 years, 5 years, 10 years from now, has that money. It's really the same thing as me say, no.
No, I'm financial response. I'm talking about somebody who's financially responsible.
No, but
2 years from now.
But the word ambitious means that you don't have it right now, but you are looking for a guy that is going to get it later.
Because we are going to be equal. In today's world, we are equal partners. I don't want to provide for somebody financially But at the same time, if he wants 2 years of 3 years, 5 years, let's say he wants 5 years of work because he's furthering his career, whatever, I will support him unconditionally. 2 jobs, 3 jobs, 4 jobs, I'll do that. I'll take care of children too.
Do you think most women want to do that?